Sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Please support your local sponsors. CBI cables, what the pros use. Plug them in, whether it's lighting, electrical, audio, or internet cables. The B-Dry system. Get a hold of Brandon Davis. Water in your basement, B-Dry. The Utica's finest barbershop. Get a hold of Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Book C. Durategre for all your new plumbing, irrigation, and renovation needs. Family landscaping. Make your neighbors green with envy. Get a hold of Russ. Nora's Candy Shop for the famous turkey joints or just some fudge or other sweets. Stop by Nora's. Utica Club Lounge for the party before, after, during the game. Utica Club Lounge where the Yeti hang out. CRM, Commercial Rental Management. Get a hold of them for all your commercial building needs. Robert A. Dix Insurance. We all need insurance. Get a hold of Bobby Dix for your insurance. Liberty Affordable Housing. New to the area? Get a hold of Liberty Affordable Housing. See what they can set you up with. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and friend of the Utica Yeti. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Jimmy Fay's got it. Get a hold of Fay Farms for all your beef needs. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. Utica Mac Incorporated. Get a hold of them for all your tractor and big hauling needs. Brand Y Distillery. Let Jimbo know that the Yeti sent you. We love Brand Y spirits. Hale Transportation. We'll do the driving, you do the hanging. Get a hold of us for all your transportation needs. Nyskoba, the men in blue, keeping you safe. Clinton Tractor and Implement Company, the Caledona family. Check them out. Laxnai, the premier box lacrosse tournament in all of North America. Check it out September 18th through the 21st. We'll see you there. Thanks so much to all our sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Please support your local sponsors. Thanks so much to all our sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Please support your local sponsors. CBI cables, what the pros use. Plug them in, whether it's lighting, electrical, audio, or internet cables. The B-Dry system. Get a hold of Brandon Davis. Water in your basement, B-Dry. The Utica's finest barbershop. Get a hold of Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Book C. Durategre for all your new plumbing, irrigation, and renovation needs. Family landscaping. Make your neighbors green with envy. Get a hold of Russ. Nora's Candy Shop for the famous turkey joints or just some fudge or other sweets. Stop by Nora's. Utica Club Lounge for the party before, after, during the game. Utica Club Lounge where the Yeti hang out. CRM, Commercial Rental Management. Get a hold of them for all your commercial building needs. Robert A. Dix Insurance. We all need insurance. Get a hold of Bobby Dix for your insurance. Liberty Affordable Housing. New to the area? Get a hold of Liberty Affordable Housing. See what they can set you up with. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and friend of the Utica Yeti. Fay Farms.
Yeti
Where's the
talks
beef
last
at? Jimmy
night,
Fay's
Dad.
got it. Get a hold of Fay Farms for all your beef needs. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. Utica Mac Incorporated. Get a hold of them for all your tractor and big hauling needs. Brand Y Distillery. Let Jimbo know that the Yeti sent you. We love Brand Y spirits. Hale Transportation. We'll do the driving, you do the hanging. Get a hold of us for all your transportation needs. Nyskoba, the men in blue, keeping you.
Hello, everybody, and here we are. Paul, take it.
Hey, Yeti Nation, we made it. Laxnai 2025. OJ, good evening to you, sir. Greg Beecher, good evening to you. Yeti Nation, thank you. What a weekend. Greg, I know I got raccoon eyes. I know maybe that's what there. Oh, Greg's not showing his face because I think he's got raccoon eyes
Well,
too.
no, I also got to show off all the merch because that's like if you give me stuff, I gotta.
You got the
wear
space
it.
legs.
So I've had everything on today. So we gotta make sure we
Space
got.
Legs, great game they had against us, and
Still,
wow.
no offense, Paul. This is, I think, the coolest design as far as color goes. Like literally, Charity's stealing it from me. As Stamper, I almost fought him over it when he touched it.
I can't see you.
We can't see it on our end. You're so low.
You got to scroll yourself up a little bit.
Oh, you guys can't see my screen at all?
See you. Oh, that's
YouTube
a tough one. On YouTube, you can.
Yeah, on YouTube. we can.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm a terrible host.
You're okay. I'm watching YouTube.
And
so
I'm
we're
only
just
half ahead right now.
You're half ahead right now?
You're
On
half
YouTube,
ahead. He's a half ahead.
Well,
Oh, that is a cool hoodie. I'm just looking over
do
at
me
the
a favor.
YouTube
Flip
feed.
the hoodie back. Flip the hoodie back. Oh, I'm behind you, huh? I'm watching YouTube and
This is gonna be a fun night, Yeti Nation.
it's going great, isn't it?
Yeah.
In case anybody couldn't tell we weren't ready, look, I just made OJ. And
there we
huge
go.
now.
Now I'm two. I see two of me.
Oh,
It's awesome. I gotta click off this. I'm getting all confused. Yeti Nation. People, oh my goodness. If you were in Utica this past weekend, what a weekend. And thank you for being in Utica. Scott Neese, thank you very much for bringing the awesome, incredible tournament to Utica. The city, I'm sure, did us proud as far as hosting
I
a
have to
beautiful
say,
event.
I honestly think so. Onondaga and absolutely sets the standard of a 20-year-old facility, the way to take care of it. The staff at Utica is following that model. They're keeping it super clean. The custodial staff, the maintenance guys that paint, like everything just keeps working perfectly. And they basically follow the mess behind it and pick up the tornado that it is. And they do a great job at it. So,
70 teams.
yeah.
70 teams participated in
wow,
the event this
that is
past weekend.
crazy.
Props
And
to every one of them.
every one of them, those that traveled, I was talking to a mother from Nova Scotia, 15 hours that her and her daughter drove in
Oh,
last
yeah.
minute, got on one of the teams and
Yeah.
was able to actually open up a door. So,
Yeah. Hey,
and
Necker,
again, yeah, I'm listening.
if I pointed to a map right now, would you be able to tell me where Nova Scotia is?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
right across.
He drove to it.
I've
Oh,
been near it.
okay.
I've been there. I've been
That's
near
the
there.
Canadian test, right?
Yes, I watch Oak Island. Yeah, I know where Nova Scotia is. You don't understand. Oak Island is in Nova Scotia. I'm all about that show. But anyhow, yeah, as far as it was incredible. You had the pros there. You had the bros,
Yeah.
pros to Joes. The women were there.
Yeah.
Incredible opportunity and
I
incredible
want to take a
games.
quick shout out to
Yeah.
my friends at Armor Mesh that were there.
Yeah, they were
Chris,
right next to the suite.
Yeah.
I know.
Those guys are, I
I'm
tell you,
sorry I
those
missed
guys
them.
are amazing.
I do miss those guys. They are really good to me, and I use nothing but Armor Mesh the majority when I play now. I have it in like 3 or 4 of my sticks.
My problem with it is, honestly, I give every stick away that I string up to somebody who doesn't know how to,
Yeah.
or like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I do. I give so many sticks away that it's like,
I
string them
I've-
and I'm not
Yeah.
even good at stringing it. So when I give it to them, all I have is like your basic level. You can throw this straight. You're not going to be able to throw it 100 miles an hour, but it's going to go where you want it to.
No, that's still better than me, Beecher. I can't string to save my life, so
They do it all.
Props
That's
to
some
you.
great props to Armor Mesh. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
there was a stick left in the suite. One of the Yeti left a stick, and you want to
Oh,
know
yeah?
what pocket it was? It was Armor Mesh. So
yeah.
Yeti, if you're listening, I haven't posted. I have barely touched anything.
It's got to be
on-
mine. I'm betting.
Oh, it is a
But
white. It
yeah.
could be yours, Greg.
No,
You never
I do
no,
know.
I
love
didn't.
those- I do
I
love
actually
those
like
guys.
it was out of control what we were trying to accomplish this weekend. It felt like so.
Yeah.
I did not have time to throw or do
You-
anything.
You
Yeah.
didn't even really rightly blink. You guys,
Did they have the
props to
outside
Blue
box
Spot.
set up again?
They did not. No.
Oh, no?
They utilized, I believe, out in Oneida, they were using the Mary Windsor.
Oh, yeah.
They did allow for rental beforehand, and a lot of teams got some run before the tournament even started. So that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I thought it was at the Igloo. No?
Oh,
It
it was at
was.
the Igloo. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
the
no,
Mary Windsor though is just like a
just
sweet
for
spot. If you're
practice.
trying to get ready early, you can get
Yeah.
your team in. You talk to
Oh,
those guys.
gotcha.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
you talk about like a facility that accommodates people. Tell them about the Junior Yeti stuff,
Yeah.
Paul. We'll go over the
Alright.
highlights in a minute.
Yeah, let's go.
as far as the Mary Windsor, out at the Mary Windsor,
Yeah, just
Yeah,
you know, isn't that where you guys do most of your
that
practice?
is where, as far as they've been incredibly gracious and opened up the doors to us, helping them spread the word of the game. And props to Ron and the entire staff out there. They're overly awesome. But
Get a
on
hold of Ron
Sundays,
Kogan if you got
know,
if you have questions about that. So
yeah,
reach
please
out to
contact me.
Ron Kogan. What is he? The lacrosse operations something? I don't know. He's the
As
go-to
far
guy,
as-
is what I would.
He's
Call
the
him.
man. Ron does an incredible job to help spread the game to us out in the Utica market and help us grow. I mean, we had a U15 team that we've never had before, so
Hang
I was
on,
very
we got
proud.
highlights of them
Oh,
too.
You got some of them boys too.
Perfect.
We do. We'll get into that in a minute. I tell you, that goalie, I hope she left him in there because man, he was so much fun to watch. Who was that?
As far, well, we had two of them to start with. We had,
Okay, you had one that was really tall and one that wasn't so tall.
Okay, that was for the U18 team.
That was U18. I thought wow.
Nope, that
Okay.
was the U18 team. Yes,
So
we
we've
had a
got
tall
that. I
goalie.
don't know if we have a 15 highlight. I just assumed watching him. I talked to his dad. His dad said he was 14. Man, that's
Oh.
impressive. That kid's good. And you
Wait, he was 14 playing with the U18s.
Yeah, yeah,
Do I
little
got that
guy,
right?
little guy, but he had the
Whoa.
he had juice. That kid had smooth
Yeah.
juice.
he's got the
You
heart
know,
of a
and-
lion too, I tell you.
And that's what I was just going to say. Props to him because the approach, he was supposed to be on a team and he got looked over and he came to us looking to fill that role. We needed somebody. We needed a second goalie on the UA team. The one that was supposed to be there wasn't able to make it again. Not again, but wasn't able to make it this time. And so this young man approached Coach Coleman, and like you just said, Greg, he has the heart of a lion, you know, and he sold himself. And,
Yeah, I
you
know. Even here in Calgary, when I see some of these younger U15, U17 guys get called up, it's just amazing stuff. It's like iron sharpening iron, right?
Exactly right there. I mean, the things that you just hearing on the bench,
Yeah,
you know, understanding things at a faster pace because it is a faster pace. Bigger guys, you know, the door going in and out, being able to control the door. Usually, as the backup goalie, you are on a door normally. So, you know, making sure your boys are getting in and out on the defensive side, that is huge, huge, very huge. Because I know I apologized over and over again. I don't need to be on a bench because. Sometimes when the colors are close in nature, you start counting, and next thing you know, you're on man up, and you counted wrong, and all of a sudden you got 6 out there, and it's neck around the door, and it's like, boys, I messed that one up, boys. Sorry about that.
Well, we actually we got to talk about you saving the day and our sponsor. I actually did it in class today. I learned how to make my own Cat 6 cable. They are nowhere near the quality of the ones that you delivered to me.
At CBI, you mean?
Yeah, it took us no, I'm talking Cat 6. So I started figuring out part of going to the cybersecurity networking thing is I'm going to run everything over Ethernet cords basically because CBI, Paul got me my first one, and I kind of learned a little bit about it, and I was like, ooh, I can do a lot of stuff with this. So kudos to them. Kudos to Paul Necker saving the day and bringing the cord. So that first game, I'm sorry, it's pretty jacked up. The camera was not working. It was working. I should have known to just set up my CBI cables off the start. Unfortunately, I was trying to be a little lazy and set up a wireless one. It didn't work, and so until
you
after
didn't
that.
know to run everything on Ethernet, buddy?
Yeah, CBI just saved the day, really, is what it comes down to. So thank you,
CBI
Paul
cables.
Necker. Well, and thank you, Paul Necker, for getting the Mayday call in and getting it taken care of for us.
It goes to the sales service and shipping department and the production over there. It was not to say simple, but it was a cable that they've run thousands and millions of times probably, and you know,
they can pump it out pretty quick. Sorry, I'm going to eat some pizza as you guys are talking about that. And just tell everybody about the suite and kind of, OJ, what did you miss most about Laxnai not being there? Was it seeing Chris and the people? Because I think that would be my worst part is not seeing the people that you get to see.
That's exactly what it was, is just not being able to see everyone. Yeah.
They were there, Juice.
But I'll say it here now, and you guys can quote me. I will be there next year.
You're coming next year, no matter what.
Gotta be.
Even if I have to max out my credit card, I'm coming.
Don't do that. Don't do that because you want to what? It seems and it sounds like in Canada it's a little more expensive on the interest rate.
I got it figured out.
I got to figure. Write it off. Write it off.
I can't. I'm not technically a business. Oops, I just said that over YouTube.
At some point. You want to know what? It's a life experience. That's what you call it. Write it off to life experience.
Yeah, there we go. I will do my absolute hardest, and I might even bring a friend. We'll see.
Hey, that's the best. There was many people that did exactly that. You want to know what? There was a couple I know that Team France stayed out in Sylvan Beach.
I actually know the head coach of Team France, Justin Warner.
No kidding. Imagine that. He was actually a Utica Yeti.
Oh, was he actually?
He
Oh
actually
yeah,
was
we
a
talked about
Utica
that.
Yeti.
Yeah, we talked about that when I saw him at Worlds.
Yes,
Because,
yes.
yeah, because he was saying he played for the Yeti. He was your goalie for a bit.
No.
No?
He was
Oh.
that big old beast. His wife is a goalie for
Oh, gotcha.
up in Canada on
Yeah.
one of the MLL teams or WSL
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you guys got too many
I
different leagues.
don't
but,
even know what's all the way out east anymore.
It's crazy. But
Yeah.
and congratulations to them. They're expecting a
Yeah.
baby, so congratulations
Oh,
to
cool.
them.
Yeah.
They were both coaching, and
Yeah.
it was great to see them. And the
Yeah.
amount of people that were there from, I'm looking at Greg's got a couple of highlights running that I'm
Yeah.
seeing. The Erie, Bridget Hamilton hooks us up with. Being around and getting us some scrimmage opportunities throughout the year and being around, but also talking the girls up and getting them excited and
Yeah. No.
and then playing against her on the Erie, watching Nora Vick, our face-off lady, go against a
Yeah.
the Erie world team.
Yeah. No, I am.
Awesome stuff, man. Just
I am
crazy
so
awesome
excited
stuff.
for Justin and Team France.
Yeah.
I know they probably did amazing without watching. So
The big
and
man,
just growing the game in Europe, right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
great coach. I've watched.
He was the assistant equipment manager for women's
Ireland.
team Ireland when
Yeah.
I was at Worlds.
Yes, he was.
He hooked me up with a shaft, so
He's a good dog. He's a good dog.
It was a very last minute thing, and he got me actually an interview with their captain. So
You want to what?
yeah.
The amount of people, I went up to up in the lounge, the Utica lounge,
Yeah.
and thank you very much to Mehmet and Emil.
That is one of the things I miss most as well is the food in the Utica Club Lounge.
I can only use them
when
right
I
now
was
as
at
I'm eating Elio's pizza.
Yeah. When I was literally at the Founders Cup and they opened the concession, I'm like, this is nothing compared to the Utica Club Lounge.
Yeah.
Like I missed the food at the Club Lounge.
Yeah, the suites. We had 2 Utica Yeti suites.
Yeah.
And the staff, Will. I'm not sure Will's last name, but Will was friends with Johnny Lehman and Andrew Forrester back in the high school days, and
Oh yeah.
he was our server and took care of our suites. And can't say thank you enough to him. He had that place, made sure the food was bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
And every single time the meals were awesome. So I can't say enough thank you to Mehmet and Emil for taking care of all the, we had 5 teams in there. We had the Tri-City Dogs were in with us. We had the women. We had the Utica Yeti, the Utica Lady Yeti. We had the Utica Yeti. And then we had the 2 U15 and U18 teams there.
Yeah, no. Fun fact: when I was at Worlds, he actually found out how much I loved different types of Mountain Dew, and he actually went somewhere one day and was like, "Here, have this."
A little dew do you?
Yeah, no, I can't remember which kind it was, but it was one of the exotic ones I like. It wasn't original.
I like original.
But he's like, I had this in the back for you. Here, man. I'm like, sweet, thank you so much. Huh?
Was it the blue? What color was it?
No, I think it was like Livewire or something because I was telling him we didn't have it in Canada. Yeah, so Livewire, basically the way I describe that one is it's a liquid orange freezy.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't have it really in Canada without importing it.
That's why you guys are a little bit more healthier than us here Americans. We take down 2 of these in one day. That's how good we are.
Not most Americans. Most Americans do not drink 2 liters of Mountain
And then
Dew.
we back it up with some of the greatest chocolate in the world, Nora's Candy, and we make sure that our sugar level is good to go.
Nora's sweetest goal. So, of all of them, I still got to get through of it. I know I wanted to do a sweetest goal, but like I know so many guys that asked me if we got them, and I'm confident that Cherry got Charity. Sorry, I called her Cherry, but she got a lot of them. are trying to go through them. I do not want to do a goal of the tournament right away
There's no
because
goal. I will say
Oh, the
this, though.
U18 Northmen were there. Nice.
Yeah,
and
they did a
and
great
they
job.
pinned it. So I said in the
Yeah.
comments, whoever the first 5 teams are that
Yeah.
we had, if they comment, they will get VIP status. We'll try to Google them
Yeah.
and or not Google them.
Nice.
We'll search our files and get it up first, in case nobody
Yeah.
can tell. I'm still a little tired. We'll get over it, but
No,
let's
that's
get
Yeah.
on to these highlights. We got to talk about
Perfect.
this young lady at first because Paul, you just told me and it was crazy.
In regards to the weekend here, we had 2 goalies going into the tournament. One from Canada, and was unable to make the trip last minute. And as far as I was relying on 2 of them because of our second goalie is brand new to lacrosse, and she's been playing field lacrosse and picked it up this past summer, and she's done an incredible job learning it in such a short amount of time. And all of a sudden she went from possibly not necessarily backup getting some playing time, but to you're our keeper at 15 years old, and going against some of the ladies that were shooting on her. It was absolutely mesmerizing. I can't even imagine for herself everything. But then when she's, it took her a little while, a little timid at first, but then, she started coming through. And by the end, we got ourselves our first W of the tournament, and she was fantastic. But leading up to that, to have some of the girls that were shooting against her. I mean, you had Erin Banks. My opinion was the MVP of the World Lacrosse Championships last year. Just an incredible player, and not just her, but the captain for Team Canada. All of them. I mean, there was so much incredible women's lacrosse going on. But
This
then,
one, can you guys see this?
Let's see. This is the Erin Banks one where she's
No.
coming off the left side.
No, this one is her stopping it on the goal line. And
Right on the goal line, yeah.
Cool
It
as a
just sat
cucumber,
there.
just turns it around. And
And right off the bat, I mean, she did an incredible job, and I just wanted to give her a shout out because, and most of our girls were very raw to this sport coming into it, and and props to them because they got a great compliment from Erin as far as a great team that you guys got up in Utica. So I was pretty pumped about that. That's good stuff. And it starts with the goalie right through the rest of the ladies, as far as Madison and Kaylee Ott and Abby Call, Nora Vick. I know them. I'm starting to know them all by name and everything, but to go right down through them, these girls played tenacious. I don't care what anybody says. They've got let's see, basically 2 scrimmages under their belt, one up in Thousand Islands, and then here against the Paper City Oaks came down to scrimmage us, and an opportunity for them to be going against the women that are on world teams was just fantastic. And to know that these girls, every single one of them, came off going, I want more. I want more of this box lacrosse because they're actually now allowed to use their physical skills, and they've had it all these years, but with women's field not allowing contact, being able to now bump hips, they just fell in love with it. There's some incredible physical play, and then there's some incredible passing around. They're all brand new, raw to the boys' stick for the most part. So, and they're coming off of being in a girls' season, so they didn't have the experience that all these other girls have. And I just want to give the ladies props because great stuff. The lacrosse was great right around, and then for them to come off and beat a very veteran team in the Balkans.
What's in the water up there? Because I mean, last year you had Lily come up there, and then she's playing phenomenal. Now she's in college, so you had to find somebody else to step up. I mean, is it something you're giving them? You got some extra Pedialyte in the back or something? What do you got going on?
The Utica Greens. Utica Greens. Go talk to Charlie DeCristina up at it's a Utica thing, and have some greens. Go. It's just the opportunity. That's exactly what it is, Greg. What is it? Opportunity. They get to play. This has never happened before.
Yeah.
We've never had anything for them to, again, this summer, it was 4, 5, 6 of them coming to practice in 95 degrees with mosquitoes flying around and getting suited up totally to learn the game of box lacrosse. And they did this the entire summer long just to learn this game for this event. And
Yeah.
this event came and proof is in the pudding all the way around. So, and a shout out to all the teams, all the lady teams. They were fantastic, and but to go, I gotta at the next point. I need to go while we're on the goalie concept. I need to get to because we're going to lead up. It's all about the goalies. Everybody got the flash and the dash and everything like that. You want to know what? The goalies, because of the talent, were outstanding, incredible. There's so much offense. There's okay defense. You can only do so much defense when there's so much incredible offense. The goalies are taking a nonstop rubber. And now I'm going on to our U15 boys team, because our U15 boys team had 2 young gentlemen. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use names or not, but I won't. I'll use front. I can't. Anyhow, we had 2 young goalies on our team, and both of them played out of their mind. The first couple games, one got a little bit had the butterflies concept, and he was going to be the starter. We had him instead for the starter, and the other kid was, he was ready to take the second half concept. It was a last second decision, and all of a sudden, this young man just stepped into again. Most of the teams that we played at that level have been playing. They've been playing for many, many, many years. We'll say 5, 6. I'm sure since they've been able to go watch dad or whomever play ball. They've been at the rink, so they know box lacrosse. Our kids are coming off of a 1 tryout, 1 practice, and we threw them into the wolves. We gave them, during those practices, the understanding of box lacrosse. And these young gentlemen that came to play the junior Yeti and also the other teams, they came to play. They didn't come here to, where I don't care about, good. I'm glad you're new to the game. This is how it's played, boys. And they put a smacking on our boys where it was eye-opening. And, as far as our goalies, stood on their heads. There was probably a point where some of the games probably could have been in the 20s easily if it wasn't for the goalies standing on their heads, and they stood on their heads. So I want to give a shout out to those goalies as well, because being put in there, it's great for a goalie because you're getting freaking action, and that's the best part of the game, right? Getting action.
Yeah.
But on the same note, you're taking so much action, it's like, all right, come on, guys, just a little bit. But
switch her up, right?
Exactly. But the learning curve that the U15 boys got, again, it was eye opening. And afterwards, one of the games, go into the locker room, and what do you say to them? That I am not being mean. They were pushed around and put in their place, and rightfully so. There was great teams that we were playing.
Who were they playing against?
Oh, we played against the Woodsman, Ron John's team there. Those boys were just flat out nonstop.
Get him some practice and bring him up to Canada for a couple tournaments.
Well, and that's what we are. We got a big tournament coming back to Utica again. And there's one up in Toronto, the Border Wars. We have the B selection. We're all over the place now.
I got something good for you here.
teams that did a.
You
a
guys were muted up until right now, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great! So no one
They
can hear our
could hear
lovely
that a bunch of
voices.
times. Nobody heard anything else you said. Sorry, I'm going
So
back out.
we've been talking the whole time, and nobody
No
heard us.
one's been able to hear
No,
us.
only while the Woodsman stuff was playing. I muted you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told
Well,
you I muted you, but then you both kept talking, so I just left you
Oh,
muted.
okay. Well, we were having fun. It's been a great day.
yeah,
I-
no,
you know,
it has been.
as far as the Snow family, it was great to see the.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the other thing. Let me just finish up with the
Yeah,
young boys
totally.
and everything. As far as I told them in the locker room, listen, some of you guys are going to love this sport. Some of you guys are not going to love this sport, and that's okay. Go out there and just play. Go have some fun, and they did that. They took some poundings with character, and you know what? Very proud of them. So that's and of course the goalies. I can't say enough about the goalies, man. They were awesome. They were awesome. And then I'm going to go on the out on the limb and say that the save of the game for myself, of course. I'm a very biased person, as you know. If you're tuning in here, you definitely know I'm biased. So, as far as the save of the game for myself, which was a incredible game, went into the Masters division.
Oh,
The
yeah?
Masters division was being run by the Onondaga team, was just housing guys. They had a stacked team. So did 24. They had was it 24? Was the other Masters team? There was only 4 of them. So as far as and then Tri-City Dogs. The save of the tournament for me, though, the entire tournament out of everything came out of the Masters team, Tri-City Dogs, and the Onondaga Redhawks. It went to overtime. Went into overtime. Neil Powless, former, and the best part about that team, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm close anyhow, but it was the championship team, I think, that won Can-Am. It was it was the like a reunion team. The last, if that's, I think that's how I understood it.
2014.
It was the 2014 Can-Am team, I think, that won the Can-Ams that year.
Ryan playing on it? I thought I saw him.
Yeah, Lewis was on that team. Yeah, Ryan was
came
there.
up and saw me, Ryan. So everybody tell Ryan he should have stopped up and saw me. He ran by me
should
real
have said
quick.
hi.
I don't know why he was hiding. Lax Quiver's great. Bella uses it all
Well,
season
you
long.
want to know what? He was probably ran by. It was probably right after they lost to Tri-City because Neil Paulus in overtime. Well, I'm sure he scored that goal 1,000 times, but Shannon, oh my goodness, Stonewall Sully stuffed 1-0 Neil Paulus. I'm telling you, it was a great sight to see. Sully had been battling demons, and you want to know what? He came up, and not that Neil's a demon in any way. He's a legend in all of our eyes, and I know Neil and Sully probably hugged, and Sully probably said, Neil, you want to know what? That was my favorite save of life. So it was a great save, and
was that
Tri-City
over on
went.
Nexus One?
It was.
Did they stream it?
No, it was on Nexus One. Yeah, it was on Nexus One. No, it wasn't. It was on Nexus 2. You guys got it. It was on Nexus 2. It was one of the later games. Well, it was the Onondaga. It was the Onondaga Tri-City game.
Yes, we did. I have it.
And take a look at it when you can. Take a look, and you'll see Neil catch the pass wide open, nobody around him. Fake. Sully stands Stonewall Sullivan. That's the new call next year when he makes a save. Stonewall Sullivan. As far as stuffed him, and it was a great save. Tri-City went on to score and win the game in overtime against the eventual champions. So it was a great game.
Nice.
It was awesome. Every game was awesome. Yeah, I mean, watching the bats were just they're crazy. You know, even Club 24 with Nanato, some of those goals, my golly. You know, having an opportunity going through the Utica Lounge, I ran into Grennan, Greg. And I'm like, bro, I love what
that.
you
I
do.
love
I
watching him
love
play.
that
He's so
dude.
much fun.
And I said, listen, we watch you, we talk about you. And he goes, I watch you guys. I know who you guys are.
Gremlin,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm part of Blue Squatch. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know Blue Squatch. So listen, keep doing what you've been doing, Greg, and keeping us up to snuff with the loving of Can-Am and the love of Laxnai and the love of NABLL, because you clearly have been all over the road this year, making sure that us son of a guns get an opportunity to watch. Thank you. You and Charity. Can't say enough to the both of you. Thank you.
Thankfully,
viewers
Charity's
like
crazy enough to drive around
Thank
with
you.
me.
Good. You want to know what? You made good decisions in life. Sometimes there's one that you may we'll
I'd
leave that
rather be
there.
lucky than good, LG. I'll just take it over the fact that, I'm lucky she's, I don't know, not smart enough to leave me, I guess.
We've been blessed. All of us have been blessed. There's no question. And, whatever creator we all believe in, amen. As far as to each is everybody. Incredible lacrosse, Greg. OJ, I know you got a lot. You had a great time at at the Comic Con.
He was getting there, Peter.
I was getting there. It was there. I needed more do. That's the problem.
Yeah, you need to do the do.
I needed to do. It was awesome. But there's.
No, it was amazing. I can't wait to go to Laxnai next year.
It's gonna happen.
I will do better at saving money next summer. I promise.
Well, you gotta sometimes just not buy. You should buy some more Buffalo stuff. I got a question because you probably know more than me. Has there been any word about collective bargaining?
I honestly haven't paid too much attention this weekend. I know there was something that got released on Friday, I want to say.
Something? Okay, I've been completely consumed, so I haven't even...
So everyone on here knows there's two sides of my personality. The very geek fandom stuff, that's why I went to Comic-Con this weekend.
Yeah.
And then there's my lacrosse world.
And you're in when you're at Comic-Con, you're in Comic-Con.
I'm at Comic-Con. I literally tell people, you won't get a hold of me because I'm at Comic-Con.
I got it. Hey, while you're saying that right there,
I worked my butt off. So
OJ, while you're saying that right there, I got to say one special thank you to Mrs. Necker. Same concept. This Laxnai's in town, and you want to know what? Yeah. She's seen me, I think, when her and my daughters came to watch some of the games and everything.
Yeah.
And that was it. She didn't see me for 4 days. Maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was a bad thing. But I need to say thank you very much to her for allowing me to watch a lot of lacrosse. It was. I got my fill. There's no question, and she needs to love you, babe. With I know
we're
Charity.
We're lucky.
Amen. To that. The opportunities that have come are incredible. As far as watching, and now I got to talk about the boys now, other than men. Yeah, I've talked about the women. I've talked about my the young guys. I didn't say much about the U18. Do me a favor, take a look at the UT. If you're a college coach out there, there's a couple boys that are dead ass serious about wanting to play big time ball.
Working hard, getting after it.
Working hard to get there. Take a look at these kids because and Greg's got the video on field 2, field 3. That's where we played all the time. And take a look at some of the junior Yeti because they are animals. They got that pump in them. There's no question. But
who knows? Maybe we'll see them up here playing for a Minto.
I know there's a couple that ain't gonna lie to you, OJ. They have that dream now. That dream is out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it goes right down. It goes right up to Yeti. The guys that I have on my roster. Right?
Actually, I got to jump in here real quick here, and if you're still out there. I did steal a ton of replays from Stamper on the last day. I made sure after the men's stuff, instead of deleting a bunch of stuff, I did at one point go over and steal a bunch. I know I have the championship game replays, anything he clipped, which he clips all the saves and everything. And I do have a bunch, but I just noticed as I was looking for the Tri-Cities men's game that I literally had a Boulder called Stamper Championship. I'm terrible at file management. Thankfully, Charity was there to try to clean up after me. She's not a,
Charity,
miracle worker. She can only do so much.
You want remote access to my computer to do that? Feel free.
The amount of highlights, yeah, they're in there. I was watching them, and props to Greg and Charity, and props to Dave and Stamper doing what they did with the voiceovers.
Yeah, no, I saw some of the interviews.
Some
Stamper
awesome
did.
stuff.
Great as always.
So awesome stuff. But with talking to the guys, you know, deep down, what they love to do is live play-by-play, and they're great at it. And
mad respect for Stamper. He's really awesome.
Class X, and that goes to the Laxnai organization. The guys running the boxes, the women running around helping run the boxes. Molly Leary taking care of all the scores and everything like that. And so what's his name down at the all of them, Rio, and the boys from Oswego. Props to
Rio,
you guys
Jack,
up in Oswego.
all those guys down there.
All those
Rio,
guys,
Jack. Yeah,
all
those guys are all
that,
awesome. I'm
my
forgetting
good
the
friend,
other kid's name. He's amazing too. I'm sorry.
Oh, it starts with a C, and it starts with a C. Carson. Carson. That's it.
And the reason I added a Six Feathers Lacrosse Canada logo is because I saw my buddy Brian Garcia in the chat who runs Six Feathers. So shout out for him.
Hey, welcome, my friend. Thank you for chiming in and letting us know you're there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
As far as again, the men's team. I got to give a shout out to my boys. It's been a long season. This is it right now in regards to the Yeti season. We're done for 2025. It's been a long season. Started in April and the middle of April, and we had a bunch of boys. I say boys, and please don't take it. You want to know what they're like, my boys? I ain't gonna lie to you. As far as sometimes you want to smack them in the ass and kick them in the teeth all at the same time. 2025 was incredible. We had a short season. We pumped a lot into the short season. We got 9 games in.
You guys were
came out strong. We came out strong, and again, it's that's the cool thing about the league is it's your team. You can make your team substance however you want to do it, and that's the cool thing. We went with a early on, get the guys together, and then the college kids will come in and fill in the not to say the voids, the pieces that weren't there, and they filled it in. They came in shape, ready to rock and roll, hungrier than ever, and we came out incredibly strong. Knocking off Oswego and Oneida right off the bat, and then going up to Paper City and experiencing what a different division play is like, and going on the road and experiencing to get more games, because a 6th season that's kind of small. If we can get more games, the guys want to get more games, let's get more games. We only had so many opportunities to play at the Nexus this year because
There's
of the
nothing that stops you guys from playing in the wintertime, right? Like you guys can get together and play.
As long as every player has to have the insurance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if like you go to Space Lax and they have a Space Lax team, or if you go to the Lakers and they have a Lakers team, as long as everybody has it, you're good.
As long as everybody is insured through the insurance policy, then we can do some outside. But again, that's where the travel teams come in. I'm not a per se travel team. I like the league concept. The reason why I do a travel team, and that's where Bang comes in. As far as the boys, we didn't have an opportunity to utilize the Utica Yeti, and we came up with a travel team name so that we could branch off and be a contender in the tournaments. And some guys have done some incredible job getting out there and spreading the Bang love around, and they had an incredible team do some incredible stuff. So I definitely want to give a shout out to some of the all the guys as far as that, not some of them, all of them as far as that goes. And, good stuff. I mean, all the way around, seeing guys. What's cool is one of the junior Yeti had come up, and I apologize. Some of the guys that are hearing impaired, they came into the booth, and there's one of our junior Yetis, and they're talking sign and everything like that, and Chuck comes in and Chuck talks sign and everything. That's the cool concept with the integration of the teams, is guys from this area are meeting guys from all over the world. They've been to Prague. I know many of them are looking for other opportunities to travel out into the world, and that's cool. Not for me. I'm staying here in Utica, and we're going to grow more in Utica and make the world know that we do exist. So that's what that's the mojo. That's the motto. And the boys, they had an incredible season. They made a run. We lost it in Oneida at the Mary Windsor against an incredible, talented Oneida team. And couldn't have been prouder in that team. I mean, we're going against former pros, and we're Joes. So when you got the pros against the Joes, and the Joes are competitive and give the pros a good run, you got to feel proud about that. And I couldn't feel more proud about what the guys put on the floor and throughout the entire season, fighting through injuries, fighting through life in regards
Shout
to
out Fay Farms, though. I'm still impressed Jimmy Fay's out there running. I'm not going to say Jimmy and Jimmy and Dave are old, but they're my age.
Yeah, they're same.
So,
same
BJ, you remember when dinosaurs were walking around then?
Wow.
No, that's Necker.
I missed what you guys were talking about.
Perfect.
It was exactly where it needed to be. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's
Greg,
been I just noticed all the videos. That's what I was going through the highlights. I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many. There's a couple that I thought I lost that I just found. So that's why I've been pretty quiet.
What's lost is what? Thank you,
well,
St. Michael.
The other problem is too, like every time I saw the goalie for your U18 team, I just assumed it was U15, so I labeled every one of them U15. So yeah, I'm terrible at this. I need somebody structured and organized to label them. Next time we'll dial it in better. As we like to say, we're building the plane as we fly it. By day 2 we were starting to get it nailed in. By day 3 it was fairly developed, but there is definitely some room for improvement for next year. I'll say that.
That's you want to know what? That's what makes things great.
It's
where
fun. It's what makes it challenging.
Tweaked.
If it was the same all the time, it'd be boring.
What I'd love to maybe shout out to the local colleges around here, maybe your interns, and maybe I'll talk to Scott. I'm sure I'll talk to definitely. To Scott,
we need to get a hold of him.
In regards
Mike
to
over at the networking,
what would make this tournament fantastic for the players, and it is fantastic for the players. The accommodations are awesome, no question, and you do a great job running the tournament as the
help.
Trainers, we need a trainers tent that would help, and I say this as far as every team throw in an extra $100.
Well, a lot of teams bring their own trainer though.
Well, they bring their own trainer, but you want to know a lot of teams don't have.
About having a nice tent where everybody.
You want to know there's a central location. You go up to Lake Placid. You want to know what? There's a trainer there for every, and not one trainer, 5 world-class trainers, and you want to know what? That would take this tournament to the ultimate for the player experience. And I know, I'm sure there's been suggestions and everything about it, but if we can reach out to the local colleges and these kids need some tape time, I know they all got their own teams and everything, but it would be great for the opportunity to possibly be taping up a pro. Obviously, I'm sure they got their own tapes and everything, but just in general, for the experience, that would definitely help out, because I know Jerry, the paramedic on the scene, very well, because he's been to many games and has helped out many players. props to Jerry and the Utica Fire Department on what they did this past weekend.
I was
because
sitting
it
here, I was like, he's
incredible.
awesome. He spends a lot of time running around. Kind of like
He
earlier when
does.
we had a conversation, and you couldn't hear me, and I was completely content with how the conversation went. It was hilarious. I don't think I contribute much to these.
Gotcha. Yeah,
We got
as
you,
far
Michael.
as props to them because they do an incredible job. One of the dogs got a broken collarbone, and he came looking for me. All of a sudden, I'm looking, and there you are. And we went and we took care of Mike. Mike, I wish you a speedy recovery. There's no question there. As far as and go Bills. The props to Jerry. Thank you, Jerry, for helping out all these players. On that note, thank you. It can't be said enough again to Greg and Charity for what they've done, spreading the love of the game. OJ, can't wait to see you next year. Yeti Nation. Thank you. Greg, I got to read it one last time. And then we'll be back for the NLL season. We ain't gone for the season.
Oh yeah.
Don't think that we're gone because.
And as soon as NLL season starts, I have plenty of really good episodes lined up and good to go, guys.
Good too. We got some stuff that people don't understand this year that
I even
Dave's
have
been tweaking. Greg's been
tournament
tweaking.
here.
I've been tweaking. Not that I tweak.
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot of
tweaking
things.
because
I
the
don't know what
Firewolves left. That's about
Right,
all I'm tweaking
that's
about.
why-
I'm looking forward to my month off of lacrosse. Actually, it might even get bumped back to November because I did not anticipate how many. Like I knew there'd be a lot of highlights. I guess I've never been over on rinks 2 and 3. We used to just do one, so I didn't quite process how much.
Surprise!
I push the button a lot too because I see something cool. I'm like, oh, that kid's gonna want that. Oh, that kid's gonna
He's
want
gonna
that.
want that.
That
That's a
guy's gonna
cool
want
one.
that. This guy's gonna. So as long as I can find him, I promise you, if I was the one sitting there and I wasn't sleeping, sometimes unfortunately we were, troubleshooting other problems, and it was like, oh, there was an applause. I should probably push the button.
Let me
So
hit
there
the
might be
button
some
real quick.
links. We
Yeah,
push a lot of
well,
extra buttons too to make sure we covered it.
You look up real quick and you see the goalie scraping it out. You're like, oh, gotta get that one. Yeah. Props to you guys, man. You guys crushed it. It was great being able to just watch you guys do what you do and make it happen. That's what you do. You make it happen. And I know there's so many lacrosse fans out there because of you being able to watch and do what we do. Watch you. And a shout out to our Trevor Butts out there. Trevor Butts. Bravo.
Covering all the
Crushed
Can-Am
it.
this year. Yeah, he
Crushed
absolutely
it.
crushed it this year, Trevor.
Bravo.
When we make a
Trevor
return
Butts.
to this, it will definitely Trevor Butts is coming back on because if you really want to hear NLL and stats and news and information and not just a couple of guys that like to sit here and talk shenanigans, then we really Trevor dialed it, and he knows so much background. I'm blocking you, Paul. Let me get back on
the
it.
history concept. And listening to him rattle off the history and know the guys, and you want to know what? That's called a true dedicated fan right there. And when you're able to take that knowledge and put it onto the microphone and listen to me, but like him, he rips stuff off that are just awesome. And bravo. I love listening to Trevor do his commentary and watch those games because they're awesome games, and you can't say enough about them. Why I'm saying that, I got a couple more I got to say thank yous. I got to say thank yous for the season. Molly Leary, thank you so much.
Hang on. Everybody who is enjoying what you're seeing with the stats, as well as it's helped us to be able to get an idea of what time it was scored, like because we're like, okay, first half, second half, that's in this hour, it's in that hour. We can search that. Thank somebody who was doing the stats. Thank Molly Leary, who was there teaching everybody how to use the technology. Molly, I would not consider a super tech person, but she was fluent enough to help everybody with it. So kudos to Molly Leary. But she doesn't talk like running Linux with me or other stuff. So I'm guessing she's not like, oh, let me help you program this. And she really stepped up in a big way and helped a lot of people. So thank Molly Leary if you know her.
World class Molly Leary. Thank you so much for what you've done for the Yeti season this past year. John Hussey, Andy Farrell, My, Anthony. Anthony, I apologize. I don't know last names because there's 100,000 of them that I've met in the last couple of years that I faces names. I got your first name, and we're doing good there.
Yeah.
Anthony, thank you for helping out in the penalty boxes, and of course the crew. Alex, Rodney, Mehmet, and Amel, and Murph, Murph, our photographer, Lachlan, down at the, my son actually, and Alex
Nate,
and all the
yeah, I see
boys.
Nate going after it.
He's,
I really got to shout out the more, well, not more than everybody. They're all important, but the guys that go through and clean up and do the custodial services, though, because that place always was looking amazing. Everything was picked up. There's no like problems that I couldn't imagine picking up after all of us animals, as everybody's just walking and leaving stuff everywhere. And there's pieces of tape here that are stuck on this and that, and yeah, first class staff there.
First class, and thank you to all of them. Bobby Leary, thank you for helping out with our streaming when you were able to get up there and help us out with the streaming. It was just an incredible season, but most of all to the players, coming from the Buffalo area, for the tournament, but also for the season. Zach Blount, doing some traveling. Dave Sikosi coming from Albany. Jesse and Captain Jimmy Fay coming from the Binghamton. Ricky Adelson coming from Binghamton. Chris McDonald. Shout out to Chris freaking McDonald and Adelson. And oh my God, they had some goals, Greg. I don't know. We were on one. On several of them.
Not just Chris McDonald, but let's shout out his mom and his whole family, his dad. They travel with him everywhere. They're always come over and say hi. It's
they're special people that have touched the lives of many of us, and it's continuing to grow.
Sometimes they just want to wave and tell you
there was just a wave right there. I seen you want to with a little heart there.
Hang on, coming up in a second here is something that I just found a second ago, and this is what I was so excited for.
Okay, here it comes.
How cool is that? So I got to talk to him, and he's like, "Hey, I happen to have this goal that wasn't really a goal, but it's still really sweet. So if you could get that, that would be amazing." And I just happened, Charity just happened to, I can't take credit for it. Charity just happened to find it, and so we just wanted to send a shout out real quick and a wave to tell him thank you very much. I was very inspired getting to watch him out there playing because, he is involved in the play. That was cool, but I'm not gonna talk much about Christian right now because he's gonna get his own episode here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
he gets his. Peter, that's a funny God.
And Leotis, that kind of stuff. I love it. I love it.
And he stepped up with bang. I mean, he had some important, huge goals. Yeah, he was up on the offense this past tournament for him, and he produced. The boy wants to play some offense. I think he's going to make some people earn some spots, and he's pushing to not just be a trainee, but a offensive threat. So props to him, and I know he's one of the props to him again. He's one of the kids that's actually going up to, he got an invitation to the Ottawa Black Bears.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's got an opportunity. I believe there was a 20-man count that they have come into for a select run. And he was, he took the initiative, and he had seen something on Facebook about it, or not Facebook, Instagram about it.
Yeah.
So he, wrote to them and signed up for it. And he played in the PBLA. He's played NABLL. He's traveled around the world now. So the kid he's hungry. Like I was saying earlier,
he's hungry.
There's guys on the Yeti.
Yeah, McDonald's. He's down in Mexico. I mean, these
guys.
The
McDonald's just flew in last week from all over the place. It's growing, and that's great for the game. And I am so special. I'm proud to be a part of it.
I got to cut off your thank yous here for a second because I got a bunch of thank yous I got to make here. I know we usually don't do these on Yeti Talks, but huge shout out to these guys right here. If these guys hadn't stepped up, they're all people from Tonawanda, and for the most part, one family from Cattaraugus. But if this is your thing, I'm not going to say much, but if this is what you're into, by all means, Please.
It's
Please,
legal in New
please,
York State. It's like
please,
having a beer, so
please.
to each his
It's
own.
legal. It's legal in Canada too.
Oh,
And,
actually, I forget Canada's cool too. That's all I was worried
yeah.
about. So yeah, heck yeah. So Base
Yeah.
and Bud Depot. If you're ever going through anywhere that's near Buffalo, it is worth the drive to stop at Flying High. Stop in, talk to Keenan in him. You can see him at Flying High. And if you really want to go over and see Nelson Logan as well afterwards, because I suggest you make both stops, and they're both awesome guys to talk to. The staff at both the facilities is amazing. They'll help you with anything you need. They got sodas. I was there one day. They had an ice cream truck. Like, there's all kinds of stuff going on. You definitely got to go to Jan's and get your gas because it's the best gas. Call before you get there. Order your pizza. Get yourself some soda. I usually end up with water and a Monster for the rest of the way home. So, but 24 hours. You can call them at 1 o'clock in the morning, order a pizza, go fill up your gas tank, and you don't have to worry about nothing. It's taken care of. OJ had to run. But and yeah, it's taken care of. So I mean, how else? And it's cheap gas, but it's cheap gas that you know is good. You're not getting a bunch of water.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah. No, so definitely Jan's and High as a Hawk if you're coming from further west, Irving, if you're out that way, and it's worth the trip. They also have a great fuel place attached to them as well. So definitely shout out to the sponsors, Flying Head, Flying Hawk. Yeah, we got a lot of flying. Flying High, Flying Head, Flying Hawk, Base and Bud Depot, and Jan's and CBI Cables making this weekend happen. But more importantly than anything, if Paul Necker didn't decide to be a coach at a community college, so don't really sometimes when you have these crazy ideas that you're like, I don't know if I should do this, maybe you are Paul Necker to somebody and you start the next
Yeah.
Blue Squatch. So don't be shy
Yeah.
to volunteer to do some stuff.
Like I told the kids, step out of your box. Like I told the ladies, step out of your element. That's, they've never experienced it. Try it. If you don't like it, you tried it. My daughter tried it last year. She had an incredible experience that she'll never live again. And you know what? But she stepped out of her box. She tried it. And
She tried it, and she felt a level of excitement that you will never get. That when you score that game-winning goal and
when
turn
she
around,
scored that, when she, when she got that, I have no question. I was that guy having the tear in his eye. So, again, step out, try it. If it's not your element of tea, there's nothing wrong with that. But keep supporting because again, support the sponsors, the sponsors out in the Buffalo region. Thank you for doing what you do to help Greg do what he does, because otherwise we're not doing what we're doing and getting you guys, the people, what they want to watch. And that's some awesome lacrosse. So thank you.
Think about how many people got to see or will get to see highlights and stuff. So thank you very much to everybody. And actually, I got to shout out Hode. Hode come and help me a little bit, which gave me a chance to go get some food, go out and get a much needed break or reprieve, I will say, with the enjoyment from. I've got some special sponsors who hooked me up before Laxnai, so I was able to consume all of my goods out in the parking lot, come back in, and finish the night
I do
off.
need to say, as far as I do need to also say that the Tri-City, I'm still here. The Tri-City, we also had a sponsor, and that I got to give a shout out to them in regards to the Village Green. The Miziaks stepped up and sponsored the Yeti, not the Yeti, the Tri-City dog sponsors, the dogs jersey. So I want to say Brandon and the crew over there, Brandon and the crew over there, thank you very much, because as far as the opportunity for the old dogs to do what they did, you helped them out huge. Not only looking sweet, those were awesome jerseys. I got to get me one. There's no question.
Yes. I don't know if we can still order those jerseys or when the next run is.
There's no question after seeing them. There's going to be some
Charity
orders
saw that
being
jersey
done.
and she was like, I want that.
That's
then,
a done deal.
Then Mark come over, or John come over there. I always call him jet ski.
It was the Tri-City Dogs. Tri-City had a pretty cool swaggerly shirt.
Maybe I'm gonna have to get one.
She said I'll get to keep my Space Lax jersey too if she gets one of those Tri-City jerseys. So if somebody can hook me up with that,
so we're gonna have to.
Then we can share.
Specifically that one though, right? Not the last year's, because I couldn't hook her
pay
up
for if we have to. She's yelling from the kitchen. She wants one. I was gonna buy a Space Lax one, but thank you very much for them hooking me up with one. Appreciate it.
And again, I we need to also say a little bit more There's a couple more thank yous that we got to go, and then we're good for the season. But Shutterlax, thank you,
Yeah.
Shutterlax, for everything that you
Yeah.
did at the tournament, getting everybody's photos and in those special moments. Mark Murphy, again, can't say enough about Murph. Throughout the years, Murph has not only helped get the Yeti brand out there, but the NABLL brand and the Laxnai brand, and not just the and all the local schools and those darn birds out there. I tell you one thing, there's a lot of birds flying around central New York that we did not know that we had in this area that Mark has photographed. And you want to know what, Murph? I love every shot. Thank you very much.
No, Murph is
Miss
such an amazing
Melissa,
guy.
Miss Melissa, thank you very much. Our 50-50 and our she does some crafts as well and gets pictures and buttons and everything of the Yetis. Melissa, thank you so very much for what you did, making things happen and during the games and being there and making sure Mark's on time for things. And
Well, and those are those thankless jobs. Like she's up there selling 50-50
Yeah.
tickets and doing stuff like that for the raffle tickets, and it's
Yeah.
really it's like a GM. It's the thankless
Yeah.
job. It's all the stuff nobody wants, but if you don't have
Yeah.
that, you don't have funding for things. So thank you very much, Melissa. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's endless. There's so many behind the scenes that go on throughout the season, throughout the games, and it is a good time having great friends. Yeah, Vinny Lang was in the house this year. Dan wasn't able to be in the house. He was over in Europe with his son's first
Yeah,
birthday.
Vinny, I was
So
like, we'll get together, and he's like, it's a bit of a trip.
yeah, well, we're planning a trip. I talked to him at the end, and we're going up to Buffalo. So he's going to be coming in from Indianapolis, and it's about a 3-hour shot for each of us. It's a little bit farther for you, Greg. Sorry, but as
I
far
got a
as
couple friends I got to see out that way.
exactly. So we're going to make we'll definitely get a road trip going.
Well,
And
no, I'm gonna do a whole weekend. Like I'm gonna get the jet ski. We're getting jet skis. We're doing a bunch. I got to get a ton of them. I'm gonna do the whole snow clan. We're getting. Yeah, I want to go set it up where I can do. It'll probably be 3 days. Do like a couple hours a piece. The hardest part's gonna be doing a couple hours. So these might end up just being huge group things where we throw like a microphone in the middle and the audio won't be great, but we'll be like, hey, it's Blue Squatch. We're more like the Kings of JV. We're just trying to get it captured. It's not perfect. We're just, we're holding on the best we can.
Kings of JV. I like being a king of JV. I was a captain in JV. That was a good time.
I'm more built for behind the scenes. I've learned where I am. You don't want me public facing. Stupid stuff comes out of my mouth, and it's not always good. I do this because most people don't like to talk, and me and Paul love talking all the time. And really, it's just an excuse for us to talk because we do this anyways, and now it actually limits it. So instead of doing this 5 days a week, it's like, all right, hon, I swear it's only one night a week for an hour, which turns into 2 hours, and then half the time, like if we're already over an hour tonight, so
we're over an hour.
It's going to be,
Yeti Nation. I got to say my sponsors one more time, Greg, just because I got to. Because, again, these guys out here, make your move to Master Vito. We've got another car from them. My daughter drives it. She loves it. The service has been incredible service. They're an incredible sponsor. They've hooked us up the past 2 years, and I can't say thank you enough to Master Vito. Make your move.
Paul, you won't forget them. I'll play this, but the intermission's muted. They can only hear you now.
They can only hear me now. Even better. Do I go by? I can't see what's up on. Oh, there's the B Dry Systems. My B Dry System. Brandon Davis, Mrs. Davis. Thank you. Oh my God. No question. You're gonna make me cry. Anyhow, I'm gonna fly because you want to know what? I can't say I can't say enough to the family of the Brandon Davis family. Without them, there is no Utica Yeti. I can tell you that right now. So thank you, B. Davis. Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Our boys down at Utica's Finest Barber Shop. Kevin, I can't thank you guys enough for what you've done. Tegray Endura. Thank you, peoples. You supported us thick and thin. Family Landscaping. Russ Leota, my man. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Nora's Candy Shop. You want the best turkey joints in the world, the best candy in the world? Nora's Candy. Get some. Utica Club Lounge, Mehmet, and my good
Everybody
friend.
misses it, man. I mean, OJ, how much did you miss seeing these guys?
I missed seeing them so
They're
much. They have the best food ever.
they're so
Like,
special. Great people. They love
yeah, they're
what they
so
do.
great
They love
people.
being around the people and talking to the people. I sat with Mehmet last night for 45 minutes and just talked and talked and talked. Great people, great family. You know, his daughter played for us last year in Laxnai, and she's up at Jefferson County right now, community college, playing volleyball. And she's like, I want to play again. And I'm like, here it is. It's here right in your house. So that's an incredible experience. CRM management. Thank you, CRM. Jason Longle, one of the managers down there, has been an incredible person and talking to the right people. And the Denton, Randy Denton. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this mission of growing this game. Thank you so much. If you need some place to move into, get a hold of CRM and Liberty Affordable Housing. And then you got this guy, Robert Dix Jr. Bobby,
Bobby's always good for a smile.
brother, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you so much. Liberty Affordable Housing. Again, you know, if you're looking for a place, get into Rome, get a hold of Liberty Housing, and they'll get you hooked up with the best thing that they got here in Rome. And there's a lot of things going on in Rome. Get a hold of them. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, a friend of the Yeti. My friend, you are a friend of mine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from the beginning. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Tell me, where's the beef at?
Jimmy Faye's got the beef.
Fay
I did
Farms, beef
farm,
pipe.
but we'll go Fay Farms. Jimmy is the dog, though. He's the man. You can't say Jimmy's been almost around as long as Dave Sikosi has in regards to longevity of kids that I've been coaching for many, many, many years. And Jimmy Fay, thank you for everything you did. We had luxury of on the sides of the lids. Fay Farms came through and made the Yeti have some swagger with their lids on, walking around and enjoying. Everybody was wanting the Fay Farm lid. So, and again, that's just one of the incredible many things that the Fay Farms has done for us. Obviously, Master Vito, we know the Master Vito, make your move. We've made our move. We bought our cars there. Get there. Frank down there, thank you, thank you, thank you. Utica Mac. Utica Mac is a couple kids that I coached back in the day. There's a lot of kids I've coached, Greg, but they've stepped up. Utica Mac, thank you so much for believing in the Utica Yeti. If you have hydraulic issues, if you have a big truck need, they sell them. They got the hydraulics. You need as far as they take care of the big rigs, they take care of so many big things. They have sales and service. Contact Utica Mac. They are the dogs, the Mac dogs. Brand wide, just to stop, hold a pause on them just for a second. My good friend Jimbo. Unfortunately, I did get a letter from Jimbo. He is unfortunately been caught by the bug of giving it a try and shooting for the stars, and unfortunately he's still going to do his side thing. You know, he's a master at what he does, but he did have to take down the open sign, and they did close shop. So a little bit sad, but on the best note is, you want to know, it's a lot less stress off of him, and he can do what he loves to do on the side now, and still have some fun and start seeing his daughters a little bit more doing what they do, because the world's going by. Jimbo, keep doing what you do, brother. We're going to be, we support you. The next endeavor is right around the corner, and we're here to support, my friend. Give me a call if you need anything, because love you. Good stuff. That is, matter of fact, Jimbo's vodka. Oh, Jimbo's vodka. Hail Transportation. That's when you want hail transportation, is when you're drinking Jimbo's vodka. Get on the bus and go.
Yeah, I was
Get
just
on the
gonna say,
bus
hail
and go.
transportation. It's a party. You want to go have a party somewhere, and everybody wants to
Exactly.
drink some of Jimbo's. You want to stop. Maybe you just want to take a party bus out to go visit, Tonawanda and all of our great sponsors, and then make it out to Cattaraugus and hit up high
Another
as a
one.
hawk. Go ahead.
They do. They do. They also goes. I bet you we may have to talk to them about getting
Buffalo
a Bandits game going, or maybe a Rochester game. A Rochester Bandits game would be good, and we'll talk. I'm going to have to get
friends out in Buffalo.
Well, that's true. We would have to go to Buffalo. Yeah, we got a lot more friends in Buffalo than we do Rochester. Although Mike Coop had a pretty awesome team, and there was a Yeti on that team. If a matter of fact, there was a couple of Yeti on that team. No,
Coop's gonna be on pretty soon here. I just got to get caught up with things and get a hold of him, and I got to get a chance to go through those highlights because I was over there to for the championship game to kind of just help smooth things out with the stream. They were having some issues with some equipment, and boy, did I get some highlights clipped because I took over the stream controller and I clipped a ton of highlights and made sure I got every one of them. So yeah, that's gonna be. I'm pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, I am so far behind in the schoolwork. Thankfully, I've got the most understanding wife ever, and she's done everything, including feed me while I'm watching Yeti talk. So,
Clinton Tractor, I got to say, Clinton, the Caladino family, thank you so much for getting Johnny the opportunity to get out maybe a couple minutes early to get over to Laxnai or up to Oswego or Thousand Islands when we got those away games. So a family business locally owned for over, I believe, 100 years now, 82 years, right around there. But they support us immensely, not only as far as the fun part. I'm hoping Greg and Charity get the opportunity this coming year in March. So please save the date. I'll give you the date when it's told me. But the Utica Yeti being in the St. Patrick's Day Parade is really, honestly, between the B-Dry system and Clinton Tractor have made that a special day for a family event. So I'm hoping that we get more family on the wagon. I can't say thank you enough to Clinton Tractor for the opportunity to utilize their parade wagon, and it was incredible. They've supported us from the beginning, and Clinton Tractor, thank you very much for everything you guys have helped out with the Utica Yeti, because again, without our sponsors, we don't do what we do, Greg.
We're going. She's listening. She just stuck her thumb up through the window. So, yeah, we're going.
We're getting there.
She's 30 seconds behind, and she just said, yeah, we're going to this one. So maybe we'll even do a little live streaming of it and really get the party.
We're going. We'll make it even we'll make it the best ever.
Shout out Brandon Davis, though, because like you said, the B-Dry system, but not just that. I mean, getting that first goal for Maddie Davis has got to, that's just cool. She was listening to her tell you how she played kindercross and then everything up through is, it's amazing. So many of these families, like you said, because people work for them and they allow people to go and do this and they work their schedules around. Honestly, so there's a lot of that happens with these sponsors. Yes, you see the sponsors that we had at Can-Am, but there's a lot of people that are employing people that allow them to go play. So if you know somebody that's employing a lacrosse player and allows them to make their games, make sure you thank them. And obviously, if they didn't host it, I know I couldn't organize anything like that.
I tried. So.
It's incredible stuff. And as far as I'm just sitting here looking over, making sure, nice scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you guys do. And appreciate you not only for your support, but Yeti Nation, you're in there. We hear you guys show up in droves, and I can't say thank you enough for many of the NYSCOBA patrons that come and watch. Not only them, but Yeti Nation. There's one more, CBI.
Well, yes, I was just going to say we got to talk about CBI, but
there's one more.
The
bosses over at CBI. Thank you. As far as not only for this weekend, you've given me the opportunity. I use my time and use it right, but you guys give me the opportunity to take the time to do the things that I do. So I do appreciate you. We can't say enough about sales and service. And
no, they take a phone call at 8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night.
8:30 the next morning, it's ready to roll.
It was ready to go. So it was a testament
faster
to the
than
sales
I
and
was.
service. Yeah,
they were faster
great.
Than I was.
Thank you, Bev. Thank you, the sales department. Thank you, the service of production mainly, because that's where the guys, you know what, they're the ones doing the dog work and they're getting it done. So the production people at CBI, props. Keep doing what you guys do because you're plugging in the world. Look at that. We're from here to wherever, and you guys made it happen. So I thank you to the guys and gals that I work with for doing what they do because that's what makes us be seen, right? That's what it is.
100%. So yes,
Awesome.
thank you. They really did save the day. So if you were on rink 2, and particularly if you had any goals that were on the side by where the stairs were, and your goal was captured on that highlight, thank CBI Cables. Maybe write them a letter and say, hey, your products are great. I don't know. Tell them Paul's the best employee they got. Or if you ever need,
right.
so they sell HDMI, XLR, so it's microphone cables. They also sell internet cables, which is what they came through. So when I say Cat 6, think of that as an internet cable. You want to do your house, you want to, I'll teach you how to wire it up. Get it
with that quick, definitely go to your local guitar store. Go to your local.
Actually, all of them are CBI. Yeah, mine is all CBI
Get to your local store and support locally instead of getting on the internet and buying it from you don't know where. Get to your local, like I said, your music store. Support them because you know what? They're the ones that make it happen.
That's what allows.
And they have everything right there. They can get it for you. They're the ones that are going to get it for you. We're the wholesaler. They're the retailer. So do me a favor, contact your local musician store, guitar center, all of them. They're all out there. The small, they're the monster ones, and the small guy next door that still tunes guitars and plays the pianos and get a hold of them because they're the mom and pops that made this world what it is. So support them. Again, we need to say thank you to Greg. OJ, I need to say thank you to you. No question, because you want to know what? I don't know if you can, the dude, do me a favor. Check out OJ. Listen for OJ. If you haven't liked OJ, where do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me at tech_lax11 on Instagram, and it's just techlax11 here on YouTube as well. And I will be releasing more interviews coming NLL season, and I will also be at another tournament in December here in Calgary.
And we're going to be keeping our eyes out for Robbie the Robot because he'll be there rocking and rolling, baby.
Oh, yeah.
OJ, I thank you very much for being part of this year and making it as special as it has been. We overhit our 100 show. You got your 1,000. I'm shooting for 2,000 here pretty soon. And Greg Beecher, this is where it comes down to you, my friend. Again, without you and the Mrs. Beecher doing what you guys do, this is what it's all about, brother. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. You guys have made a lot of people fluent in lacrosse. We'll go that way.
We're growing the game. So actually something cool too. I sent well, never mind. I asked somebody if I could post something, so I'll wait till I talk to them before I say it. But I gotta go to bed. This was so our really quick show has been an hour and 20 minutes already. I think we're doing all right.
You want to know what, guys? Yeti Nation.
And there's 8 people still here. So
and there's still people listening to us. We love you people. Thank you for what you guys do. Please do me a favor. Be good. Be nice. Be kind. Say thank you, please. Thank yous. You want to know what? The world is good. Let's make it even better. Love you guys. We'll see you when the NLL is ready to rock and roll. Greg Beecher, OJ, we're out.